ho 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 and stuff. Merry Christmas, my bookish, drunkish friends. My present to you is going to be me drunk reading The Night Before Christmas. It's a classic, so naturally, since today is Christmas, I am going to review it. I know, I have a big hat to fill. And the wine I have picked to go with The Night Before Christmas is Luna de Luna. It is a Pinot Grigio, and it is a 5 out of 5. I like it. It's a Pinot Grigio that's not too sweet. It's got that light crispness that some Pinot Grigios just don't have because they're too sweet. 5 out of 5. I love it. So before I really start this and start going off, I want to let everyone know, I have never really fully read The Night Before Christmas. Obviously I know the 'twas the night before Christmas and all through the house. And obviously I know that part. Everyone knows that part. But I haven't read this full book in full, so you are going to do that with me now. Here we go. Who wrote The Night Before Christmas? It doesn't even say who wrote. Oh, no it does. By Clement Seymour. This one is illustrated by Douglas Gorslein. 'Twas the night before Christmas. When all through the house, not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse. So far, not gonna lie, it's pretty banging. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The doll in this chair is really creeping me out. Looks like a scarecrow. And what kind of rocking horse is that? The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. What the heck is a sugar plum? Okay, Google says what they're not, annoyingly enough, is sugar-coated plums. According to candy historians, didn't even know this existed. And the Oxford English Dictionary, a sugar plum is a comfit. Comfit? That is a seed, nut, or scrap of spice coated with a layer of hard sugar. Well, what kind of kid dreams of that? That's freaking gross. Anywho, back to our story. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. A nap is like an hour. Are you going to sleep or are you taking a nap? When out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter. This book is giving me, did this guy do the, Goodnight Moon? Okay, it wasn't the same guy who illustrated this book and Goodnight Moon. The guy who wrote The Night Before Christmas and the guy who illustrated Goodnight Moon, both their names are Clement, which is not it's not a common name, so that's enough. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. By sash, does he mean curtain? Blinds? As far as I'm concerned, a sash is something that goes around your waist, so. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. I wasn't aware that snow had boobies, but that's cool. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. Now I'd like to pause right there because, like, is his picture circulating? Some random fictitious man that has a sleigh. So how? What is wrong with this reindeer? What is wrong with this reindeer? More rapid than eagles. Are eagles rapid? I feel like eagles are more majestic than rapid, but okay. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now I know a lot of you are thinking, I know the name of Santa's reindeers. Yeah, I did too. We're all wrong. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder, and Blitzen. Who the frick is Donder? I bet you it's that one. That's Donder. I'm sorry. Donner? Alright. Donner or Donder? You tell me. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. We got some like Robert Frost stuff happening now. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. I should hope so, because he's driving. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot. And his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. I just need to say that this cat has been on every single page of this book. It's kind of like Goodnight Moon, where the mouse is on every page. I'm just saying. Oh, why is Santa winking at me? He's like, you see this shit? I don't like it. And why? Who told him it was okay to smoke in the house? The audacity. And there's the freaking cat again. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. And the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth. And the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. Yeah, cancer. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Like a bowl full of jelly? Who has a bowl of Smuckers in their kitchen? Or is it like cranberry sauce, like the jelly version, and like that's the jiggling thing? Because that makes sense, but then it's not jelly, it's cranberry sauce. And if it's not that, then what are we talking about? Jell-O? I guess a bowl full of Jell-O makes sense, but then it's still not jelly. He was chubby and plump. I feel you, dude. A right jolly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. Rude. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. I mean, why would you dread a man breaking into your house? He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. Alright, this dude is winking again and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney. He rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they flew like the down of a thistle. He's not winking in either of these pictures, in case you wanted to know. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." So here's the breakdown. Cover design is gonna get a 3.5 out of 5. Mainly because, one, he's Santa Claus, so automatically like jacks you up. But two, it brings you down because not only is he winking, but he's smoking in my house. And I just don't feel like the person giving you presents has the right to be like, cookie, milk, pipe. So it's a 3.5 out of 5. Characters are kind of hard to do because the only character really in here is Santa Claus. And honestly, in this book, kind of makes Santa seem like a creep. So the only character in it is a creep. And so characters are gonna get a 3. I don't know. Maybe a 2.5? 2.5. Characters are gonna get a 2.5. Plot is a 4. Plot is a 4 because it's cute. The whole Santa coming to visit is like obviously adorable because Santa is very obviously real. Duh. And the fact that you caught him in the act is even cooler, so it's a 4. Ending is a 2.75 because he just goes and disappears, and he's like, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night, and you're okay with that? No. No, I am not. The book drop is a 0. The book drop is a 0 because there is no book drop. Santa is Santa, and there's really no characters. It's a cute little poem, and I love the poem. I love this. If you want to call it a story, then fine, whatever. It's cute. I love it, but there is no book drop, so it's a 0. Which gives The Night Before Christmas a 2.55, which might be harsh, but this version of it is creepy AF. I don't know. It's like cool, but there's no character development. There's no nothing. It's a poem, which I guess maybe should have had its own review criteria, but it doesn't. It's a book, and so 2.55. Merry Christmas! I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Boozy Bookworm. And until next time, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Stay boozy, my friends.